Right everyone, it's Sunday morning. We woke up thinking we've got to do something today rather than just sit around. Had a look on the internet and we found Hertfordshire Zoo. We've not been there before, but it's a zoo, which is great, obviously. Say hello, mate. Yeah. Where are we going to go now? Where are we going? No, we're not going to Italy. We've been to Italy. We're not going to Italy. Zoo, Hertfordshire Zoo. It's got animals, lots of animals, and it has a dinosaur land, and he loves dinosaurs. So let's see how it goes. I reckon most people could relate to the slight flaw in taking a 2-year-old somewhere for the day. You can research it, read the reviews, buy the tickets, plan what you're going to see, and then you arrive with a little person who has absolutely no respect for an itinerary. Which, as it turns out, might be a better way of doing it. We brought our son to Hertfordshire Zoo because it seemed like a fairly safe bet. He loves animals, he loves being outside, and at the moment, he is completely, comprehensively dinosaurs. And this place happens to contain rather a lot of them. The funny thing about taking him places now is that I think I'm gradually having to unlearn how adults do days out. Because adults arrive with expectations, right? We've looked at the website, we know what the big attractions are, we've paid for the ticket. So subconsciously, we're already trying to extract the appropriate quantity of enjoyment from it. But he has none of that. He doesn't know what's supposed to be impressive, which means everything gets a fair hearing. A lion is interesting. A penguin, very interesting. Something entirely mundane that we could have seen for free in the car park, also apparently interesting. And actually, I quite like that. There is loads here, and the animals are really well taken care of. The enclosures are really clean and really well maintained. We saw the lions, penguins, a leopard, sun bears, camels, emus, meerkats, capybaras, and plenty of others. And then we got to the bit that I'd been waiting for, the dinosaurs. At home, dinosaurs are everywhere at the moment. They're in books, they're on the floor, they're in the bath. They turn up in places dinosaurs have absolutely no business being. So I've been really curious about this, because there's quite a difference between knowing what a T-Rex is and suddenly having one towering over you. And I think this was the moment I understood why this works so well for him. It was scale. At home, he can hold these things in one hand. Here, he had to look up, and up, and up. Of course, we know none of this is real. But that doesn't matter, because his reaction to it is, and that's way more important.
Look!
There are moments with him at the moment where you can almost see his brain having to make room for something. This felt like one of them. Something familiar, suddenly made completely unfamiliar by its size. He stood there taking it in, and for once, so did we. I was also transported way back to the 90s to a car that was made to look exactly like the one in Jurassic Park that the T-Rex was chasing, which I loved, and so did he. We're in Dino Land at the minute. It's like proper Jurassic Park theme. They've even got the truck that's in front of the T-Rex that you can take a photo in. I'll insert that now. But yeah, super cool, so much fun in here. I thought it would be sort of like plasticky, rubbery figures just scattered across the path, but it's really immersive. Every corner we go around, he screams with excitement. Yeah, it's brilliant, really good. It's worth it, worth the money just for this bit. Are they fighting?
Fighting!
Yeah, well done, mate. There is something I've been thinking about since we came home. People sometimes talk about doing things with children this young as though memory is the measure of whether something was worthwhile. And yeah, he probably won't remember this. But memory isn't the only way an experience can matter. He was interested today. He was excited. He saw something he'd only ever known
in miniature suddenly become enormous. He developed. He used vocabulary to explain what he'd seen. He was excited and engaged.
Run away!
And we got to watch all of that happen. All of that exploration occur. And that's enough. Actually, it's more than enough. Because one of the strange privileges of this stage is that we're actually accumulating memories of this version of him that he himself will never remember. Then somebody had a genius idea of putting a train through the dinosaur area. This is the Rex Express, a little train that takes you through part of the dinosaur area, and this was always going to happen. It's not a huge ride, it doesn't need to be. At 2, train plus dinosaurs is already a fairly ambitious crossover. Eventually, biology intervened and we needed lunch, which brings us neatly from the emotional value of childhood experiences to the considerably more measurable value of what they've charged us for a sandwich and crisps. We actually ate at 2 places. The main restaurant, we had sandwiches, crisps and drinks. Cost us just a little bit over £23. Then we went to an awesome cafe. The cafe actually overlooked the Sun Bear enclosure, my wife's favourite animal. Was it expensive for what it is? I think any time you go to a theme park or a zoo, you're going to pay a premium for the food on site. To be fair, it was actually really decent quality. And actually, there's a part of me that doesn't mind spending that premium in zoos, because I like to think that money is going back into the conservation and care of the animals. Then we came back out, we saw more animals, found more bits we'd missed. And this was probably the point where I stopped wondering whether there was enough here for his age. There clearly was. We'd been here for hours, and he still hadn't run out of things to investigate. There is also a soft play area that's indoors. You can book this online for free when you book your tickets. This also looked really good. We did actually book a spot for him, but we spent so much time looking at the dinosaurs we missed it, and I don't think he minded. And then the bit that any child loves and prioritises on a day out, the gift shop. A fascinating final experiment in whether a 2-year-old who has spent an entire day surrounded by extraordinary things can still become completely captivated by a shelf. And you'd be thinking, yeah, he's going to walk round, pick a T-Rex toy, a capybara, a lion, something that is a memory of the day. Nope, he went straight for the bright plastic cars. So, was Hertfordshire Zoo actually worth it? For us? Yeah, no brainer, absolutely. This is the thing, a lot of places under 3s will be free. However here, it's only under 2, so we did have to pay for a ticket for him. I think that's probably the first time we've had to do that with any attraction. So all in all, it cost us about £75, but that was with a discount of 15% that I'd found online. So yeah, it's not a cheap day out, but it's well worth it. We've been to Longley, Marwell, Whipsnade, Woburn, and we love all of those places, but there was something really special about here. There was so much to do. It was brilliant, well worth the money. And the thing that probably matters most if you're considering it with a 2-year-old, we didn't have to work particularly hard to make the day enjoyable for him because there was so much around every little corner. There was enough happening that we could just let him move through it at his own speed. Eventually, we reached that very specific stage of a family day out where everybody has technically had a lovely time, but it is nevertheless absolutely time to leave.
That's it, we're done, we're back in the car, ready to go home. Got here about 11:30, it's now nearly 4. Genuinely a really good day out with a toddler. Obviously the dinosaurs were a massive hit, but there was so much else as well that kept his attention going, and ours as well. So yeah, once we've recovered, I'll go into it a little bit more detail. But genuinely brilliant. For me, I'd say a solid 9 out of 10. Verity?
9 out of 10, definitely.
9 out of 10. Pep, what number would you give? Pep gave a 3. But you know, he's only just learnt to count, so yeah, let's not take from that too much. Des, what was your favourite bit?
The dinosaurs.
The dinosaurs, yeah, the dinosaurs were really good. And we went on a train as well at the end. It did cost an extra £6 for the 3 of us, but it was well worth it. That's it. We're going to go home now. We're all tired, but that's it. Bye. Everyone say bye. Bye.
I started the day thinking we were taking him to see a zoo with some dinosaurs in there. By the end, I think I'd spent more time watching him see it. And there's a difference. When you're 2, you don't know which bits of a day you're supposed to remember. You don't even know that you're making memories. You just notice things. You look. You move on. You find something else. And perhaps that's why days like this feel different now. For a few hours, we get to borrow his attention. And the world becomes beautifully interesting in completely the wrong order.